Welcome back, folks. Now I have Dr. Paul Redpath joining me from Dillon Ridge Family Dental. How you doing this morning?
Doing really well. It's very interesting rain and snow and.
Oh yes, that mixture.
Cool.
We
need it.
freezing slop.
Yeah.
It just kind of gets all over the place, and it's cold when it's wet. But that means that snow's on the way.
Yes, I'm excited for snow. I can't wait.
Now, I said earlier on the show that, whenever you come by, you always enlighten us with, proper dental health. And lots of times you basically enlighten me to different myths, different dental myths. And so today, let's go ahead and talk all about that. Like a big one for me, I remember, was fluoride.
Yeah, totally. I get that all the time. And I don't know, I guess it's because it's been around for a while. Whenever something's been around for a long time, people start to come up with things about it. They're like, I don't know.
It's not good for you?
That it's not good for you. It's a chemical. It's getting into your brain and the pineal gland. I've heard all sorts of things. And definitely too much fluoride is not good. Like, you don't want to be ingesting a bunch of fluoride. But just a little bit can help a lot for preventing cavities. It actually started... there was a dentist from the East Coast, I'm from the East Coast too, but back in 1909, and he moved to Colorado Springs, and he found that there was a lot less cavities in Colorado Springs, and he was kind of wanted to know what was going on. It turns out that there was a higher amount of natural fluoride. It's naturally occurring in some water sources, and these people were getting less cavities, and he found that it was actually the water that they were drinking from wells that it had more fluoride in it, and that was what originally started the whole thing on putting fluoride into water, and then now into toothpaste, obviously, and it's been a huge thing. It's been one of the best public health things that we've done ever is putting fluoride in water and reducing the rate of cavities. So it's.
But I think the big thing is that it's topical use.
Yes, it doesn't need to be ingested necessarily. For early kids, like when they're very young, when they ingest it, it actually will help strengthen the teeth that are developing. Once you're an adult, you don't need to ingest fluoride in your water. Just in your toothpaste is perfect. But it's not a chemical. It's naturally occurring in water sources, in fish as well. Like
I remember you mentioning that if you can get your kids to eat fish in a younger age, that's going to help their teeth a lot. Now, what are some of the other dental myths?
Forget. So another one I get a lot is that people think that I want them to have cavities. So they'll be like, "Oh, you're like in cahoots with the sugar," I was just at the chamber.
You guys are shaking hands with like their corn syrup.
I was just yesterday at the Chamber of Commerce meeting. They had a group that they have like sugar pop and all this stuff. And actually, a patient of mine won like this big thing of sugar, and he was like, "Oh, now you're gonna see me a lot more often." And I was like, Sugar has made things so much more difficult for us. We thought that cavities would be solved by now. We really did. 20, 30 years ago, we were like, no, we're not going to have cavities anymore. And then we got all these refined sugars in our diets, and all of a sudden the cavity epidemic just skyrocketed. And I feel bad when people have cavities. I don't want them to. I want them to come in and I want to be like, your teeth are great. Keep doing what you're doing. It works.
Now, I have a question getting back to the sugar, because I remember when I was a teenager, one of my dentists had said that what was worse than sugar was like carbs, like bread, like that sticks to your teeth more. Is sugar worse?
Carbohydrates or sugar? Yeah, I mean, anything that's a simple carbohydrate that bacteria can break down. So if it's either sugar, cane sugar, any of the bread is really like a carbohydrate sugar.
And it's like a sticky sugar versus like if you had like a Jolly Rancher that dissolves, but...
Actually, Jolly Rancher is way worse than
right?
bread.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
that's what we're talking about the myths here.
Yeah, bread will break down pretty quickly, so it'll get out of your mouth. But anything that sits in your mouth, that's like a consistent like Jolly Rancher lollipop.
Like you're just sucking on it.
Yeah, I want to go to Alpine Bank, or all the banks would be like, stop giving out lollipops, because it's one of the worst forms of sugar. Yeah.
Speaking of, just really quickly,
Yeah.
what about chew?
Chewing tobacco?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that's
that's
bad.
in your mouth.
That doesn't, I don't know if it, actually that's a good question. I don't know if it has sugar in it, but yeah, definitely it can increase
sits
your
in your
risk
mouth,
for
that's
oral
why I
cancer. Yeah, so don't chew tobacco. It'll increase oral cancer.
Now we do have to wrap up in
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
that's
little
fine.
bit here, but real quickly, where can people find you? And also just ask questions. I know, especially like dental insurance, like whether you need it or not can be a big one.
Yeah, that's true.
And book appointments and all that stuff. What's the best way to reach
Yeah,
you?
we're right by the City Market gas station in Dillon. Come on in. We have an in-office dental savings plan for people that don't have dental insurance, because that's another
okay.
question I get a lot is
Okay.
they said, oh, I didn't come because I didn't have dental insurance. And
Yeah.
I'm like, just come on in. We'll take care of you. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Now, folks, be sure to make your appointment with Dr. Paul Redpath. Don't put it off. I know I need to make mine.
Yeah, that's okay. You have great teeth, I can tell.
And yeah, keep that smile looking steezy. Now, right now, we're going to go and check out craniology.